corridor outside her quarters seems unusually silent. It occurs to me that departures leave a vacuum long before the carriage ever rolls. Her door is open, not carelessly left, simply open. An invitation? No. Logistics. I knock once regardless. Silence answers. She must have stepped away. I tell myself I am here out of courtesy, professional obligation. A colleague is leaving the country, it would be uncivil not to offer assistance. The fact that I calculated the hour of her departure with unnecessary precision is irrelevant. I step inside, only to confirm the obvious. There is a suitcase open on the bed, half filled, methodical stacking. She packs as she does everything else, with intent. A trunk rests at the foot, layered with books and scrolls, titles I recognize. Margins I suspect are filled with her sharp, precise handwriting. She annotates aggressively. I do not touch them. I am not here to touch. My gaze drifts to the wardrobe. One garment remains. A gown, not classroom attire, not staff meeting propriety. This is silk, deep in color, structured, meant for candlelight and music. I have never seen her wear it, which means she never felt she was granted an occasion, or perhaps never an invitation. I imagine the fabric catching the light, the line of her shoulders beneath it, the way she stands when she believes no one is observing. If I had asked, if I had extended the simplest of gestures beyond academic discourse, would she have worn this? Would she have stood at the edge of a ballroom, scanning with faint impatience, waiting for me to retrieve 2 glasses of something indulgent? Speculation is pointless. A scarf lays draped over the footboard of the bed. This one I recognize. Muted colors, soft wool, ends frayed beyond repair. She wears it when the seasons grow particularly cold. She has owned it for years. The sort of item one does not discard because it is useful. One keeps it because it carries history. There are faint pulls in the threads where it must have snagged against stone walls or careless students' satchels. She never replaced it, which means it mattered. It never occurred to me to inquire why. I consider absurdly what it would feel like between my hands. Whether it retained the faintest trace of her perfume. This line of thought is unproductive. I let it fall. On her nightstand sits a small vase, empty, porcelain, modest. Perhaps she kept flowers, here, by her bed, and out of sight of gossiping staff or students. Or perhaps it was purchased in optimism, the quiet expectation that someone might one day arrive with something to fill it. If I had brought her flowers, not extravagant, She would dislike extravagance. Something understated, delicate but intentional. Would she have placed them here, beside her bed? Would she have woken to their scent and thought? No. I straighten slightly. Sentimentality does not suit me. My gaze shifts to her desk. There, a small potion vial, empty. I recognize it immediately. Peppermint draught, mild restorative. I delivered it myself when she insisted she was perfectly capable of teaching through a fever. She was not. She argued with me about dosage. She always argued. She kept the vial. Several weeks have passed since then. The sensible course would have been to discard it. And yet it sits here, cleaned. Stopper replaced, kept. Why? As a reminder of illness, of irritation, or... The thought surfaces before I can suppress it. Did she too catalogue small moments? Did she note when I remained in the staff room longer than necessary? When I adjusted a schedule to accommodate her research? Did she... Footsteps. Measured. Approaching. I step away from the desk immediately, hands folding neatly behind my back. She appears in the doorway. There is the faintest pause when she sees me. Then composure.
Severus, I wasn't expecting...
I came to offer assistance. Transporting a life into trunks can be tedious. Her expression softens.
That's very kind, but Mr. Filch has already arranged everything. My belongings will be sent directly to the train.
Of course he has. Filch, of all people, has been more proactive than I. She moves past me with quiet efficiency. The gown is removed from the wardrobe. Folded carefully. Placed into the suitcase. So that is that. The scarf is lifted next. She pauses for a moment, thumb brushing the worn edge. Then she picks up the vase from the nightstand, wraps it securely in the scarf, and places the bundle into the trunk. Protection for something fragile, sensible. My eyes drift once more to the desk. She follows the direction of my gaze.
Oh.
She steps forward and picks up the potion vial.
Funny how clutter tends to accumulate.
And with that, she drops it into the bin. A small final sound. There is no ceremony in it. No hidden meaning. Just disposal. There are 100 words available. None of them appropriate. I will not ask about the gown. I will not mention the scarf. I will not inquire what flowers she prefers. Instead, I trust your new position will benefit from your competence. A faint smile.
I hope so.
Silence settles finitely between us. The room no longer feels like possibility. It feels like conclusion. I won't keep you. She thanks me again. I step into the corridor. The door closes behind me. Not slammed, not hesitant, just closed. It occurs to me that I have spent years mastering restraint, control, precision, discipline. And in doing so, I have become exceptionally skilled at watching moments pass unclaimed. Somewhere behind that door, a suitcase clicks shut. A trunk lid lowers. A chapter concludes. And I remain exactly where I have always been. Efficient. Composed. Alone.